Jazzy on the beat. Are you tired of hearing fake news? Are you tired of seeing fake titties and booties? Well, have a seat. Class is in session. Divine Minds. Hey, y'all.
What's up?
Welcome back to our channel. Look, I was going to say Chris and Jack. Divine Minds. Episode 2.
2 on y'all.
I'm going to need y'all to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you seen the first one, comment down below. Let us know if you enjoyed it. And obviously, if you enjoyed it, you're watching the second one right now.
And, I want to apologize for if you watched the first one, you've seen it. I was really, sleepy and draggy.
It was a long day.
It was like 1 or 2 in the morning,
And you had to go to, you had to go to work?
Yeah,
you had to go to work the next day.
I was tired. And you could see it. It exuded.
The energy was...
It was low. But this time, I don't care if I am tired. If I'm tired or whatever going on, you dig what I'm saying? I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in effect. I'm talking low. I'm talking real low.
Because our baby in the next room taking a nap. Yeah, we have to get it. We have to do it how we can. But this is what we really like doing and enjoying doing. But make sure y'all interact with us. Share your favorite clips and tag us. Chris and Jazz on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that good stuff. But
we're talking about today, man. As you can see by the title, you know what I'm saying? That's what we discussing. You dig what I'm saying?
But we still gonna let you know.
We discussing, you know what I'm saying? We talking about mostly, I think, family.
The topic is family today because we need to talk about this. I know everyone is different. Their meaning of family is different. And I just want to talk about this because just my experience having family in the South, sometimes it can be different from others, especially people down here in the South. But I'm going to speak for myself. And I got to shout out this person's name, Love Dorsey. I love her because she's one of the person that just encouraged me and reminds me, keep going and stuff like that. And
she very relatable.
Yes.
And that just rest assured that, like I said, where we from, and people all over America going through the same stuff.
I don't know.
We're going through the same struggle, man. We're going through, and it all grew back to around back to
slavery, and we have to put that in here too because a lot of people don't understand. Some of our parents don't understand
the roots. You know what I'm saying? The root to everything. You know what I'm saying? Some people
it comes from that,
but that's we still feeling the effects of it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's so crazy. Don't even feel like it been that long ago because I'm like, why are we feeling this?
It really ain't been that long ago.
And it go deep, in workplaces, we feel like this, just stepping outside, going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
But
family, like I said, get into it, man.
Okay.
How do you feel about family nowadays? You know what I'm saying? Or family that you've got older, you know what I'm saying, now that you've got older and become, you know what I'm saying, conscious about life and stuff. How do you feel about it?
How do I feel about it?
Like family. When you think about family.
I'm gonna go back when I was younger.
Yeah, that's what I was compares to now
from back then when I was younger, I looked at family as someone I can trust, especially the mom, but someone I can trust, someone I can go to and tell anything without the world knowing, someone that would just love me, give me that unconditional love, educate me, just love really, as they put it in movies and videos. I'm like, I have a family. When I was younger, I always wanted that big family. What's the movie, Soul Food? I'm like, I just want to have everybody around me, my family. But it's crazy how you can be in the home with someone and just really not know a person just because a person birthed you, or being around other family members. You thinking they supposed to be this and this, and I guess that's why it's hurtful when you find out later that this is not what it is. Like different mindsets and some more stuff. But as I got older, I'm like, no, family is just a title to me. It's you can call everyone your family, but if that love is not there, you're not. It's not considered family to me.
It goes back to something I shared. Blood make you related, loyalty make you family. You know what I'm saying? So it just goes back to that. You know what I'm saying?
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, like a stranger. I've had situations where I'm stranded. You know what I'm saying? I'm stranded places, and family. You call family, and no answer.
It's so crazy.
No response.
And they be like,
to help you.
We live in the same town and everything, like,
and like
up the road.
And like stranger. Stranger. Just I don't know this person. Never seen this person in my life. You know what I'm saying? It ain't skin color. Sometimes it's just the person, and what's in their heart.
And that's something else too.
This lady said she seen us when we were stranded at nighttime, seen us. She was at work. She like, I seen y'all over there.
She didn't even have to come that way. Some told her to come that way.
Knowing me,
and then she was a female. Like, she did not have to do that. Like,
she stopped, gave me a boost off, gave us a boost off. Because I think our alternator was messed up in the car, and gave us a boost off. And when I took off,
I would never forget this day.
We made it to the highway and cut off again.
And she
was following us, and she pulled right in front of me again, gave me a boost off, pulled off again, made it all the way to our driveway of our apartment complex. Cut off again, and she, pushed us all.
And she pushed us home,
and didn't ask for nothing. Didn't even,
no.
I don't know her name.
Was I pregnant?
No.
Not yet. Oh.
That was 2019.
Oh yeah, that was 2019.
And, that's why I want to say 2019 was a year that really transformed me and made me just made me who I am today. You know what I'm saying? That year, 2019, I'll never forget. 2019, that year brought me into, my awakening. You know what I'm saying? My everything. You know what I'm saying? We went through a lot, and that sometimes in life, you know what I'm saying, if it's some younger people watching, you're going to go through your awakening, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't. Some people are 50, 60 years old and never experienced what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And, we went through a whole lot, and I went through, and did a lot of reading, did a lot of soul searching that year. But that ain't this episode.
We can talk for hours, y'all.
We're going to talk about that. But during that time, but the lady, she helped us out, and she didn't know us and nothing. So I'm really big on that. Blood make you related. We're related. We're kin.
And it don't matter the color or anything. Like
family is different.
That was so sweet, and it just made me look at family different, because I'm like, coming from, I'm going to get into it, this is when slavery come. Most daughters in the South, when you turn 18, you have to leave, but the son get to live. They can have babies, they can stay there, they don't have to pay no rent. And
they tell the daughter, get out,
get out. No, and then it's just crazy. I'm starting to think
but that happened everywhere, man. It's so crazy.
I'm like, is it just me? Like,
no, it's everywhere, all over America, and that's the side effects of slavery. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. I don't know. I try to rack my mind on why women do their daughters like that. Some women, so I can't say all, because some women, some parents, they let their kids
Live with them till they get their credit right, or
whatever.
just to get their life together. Because
especially if you know you haven't established anything for your kids.
Anything.
You didn't, if you didn't plan.
And
them,
I hate
and you didn't establish nothing for them. You didn't put no trust fund or no CD up for them, so when they turn 18, they can flourish.
They just expect you to just go out and just it's just so selfish. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
It's so selfish.
Yeah, but like I said, I really, really, and truly can't blame them. I blame the system. Because they don't know, you know what I'm saying? We can't blame them for what they don't know, you know what I'm saying? But
it took
you gotta be some accountability once you get older and get in age. You have to be accountable and accept, like, hey, I didn't do this. I should have did this, and you know what I'm saying? Because it's ridiculous. But
you go ahead.
But how I feel about family, about the same.
When you start feeling like this, like
going through stuff, going through different things with family.
So what was it that you said? Okay, this is
a lot.
This is it. What situation?
I've had just show of betrayal, just showing that. I had more, what it is we get hurt because we put people on a pedestal, and we expect people to be how we are. We expect people to treat us the way we would treat them. Mm-hmm. When that ain't how it is, you know what I'm saying? People not gonna treat you the way you would treat them in the same situation. I've had situations where I've went all over and beyond a whole day of planning, and
I was there.
This, and I gotta do
it happened
this.
To me
my
before.
Family. I'm finna, I'm so enthused and just being around my family. Like, man, I'm finna be around, and I know everybody's busy. Everybody is, but tell this person, like, hey, I'm busy. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, I gotta do this, and wasted my whole day. It's a whole story. And,
we got time.
I've had aunties who would treat me like a stranger in the street. That hurts. That hurts. Especially
painful.
when you overhear.
Yeah.
And you overhear her saying,
It's not like hearing it over the phone.
Nah.
Or from someone telling you.
Yeah.
That's like you was there and you heard them talking about you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And me knowing like winding back, knowing how I see them, they don't see me the same way, and I think that's what's hurtful.
But everyone don't have your heart.
Yeah, they don't, and we gotta realize that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta realize that.
But sometimes it's like, how could they not know?
I don't know.
It took us how long to realize certain stuff, about life.
Yeah.
And it took them, we could talk about some of our family members, 40 in their 50s, and they still do the same stuff.
I don't know,
Kids after kids, grandkids, years after years.
Still, I don't know. I try to wrap my mind about
you can say generation and all this stuff, but it's the resources out here. I don't understand. I don't know. And that's when you was like, I'm gonna go back to that. You can't blame them.
Yeah,
but you can't to a certain, degree.
Sad. I know I bring this up every time I'm around my dad, but it's been a situation with my dad where he wasn't there for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go into details, but where he wasn't there for me, where I'm, physically hurt. You know what I'm saying? And he just wasn't there for me because of selfish shit. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't get into it. But it just, I talked to him, and that's the thing too. You know what I'm saying? If you're going through something or
mental health,
that person is still around, talk to him, man. Talk to him and try to get in their mind and see what they were thinking, and you know what I'm saying, and how they was thinking about the situation. But yeah, so me and him talked. We talked about the situation, and I asked him, and he was, I asked him what age he was then, and I think it was like my age right now. He was 30, and I was asking him, and I was questioning him that when I was 25, and I was like, man, I said, how am I 25 years old and I know to be there for my kid at 25 and you was 30 and you didn't know that, and I'm like, but that's just slavery. You know what I'm saying? Just we slavery.
And you talk about slavery.
It's
really
the root
deep.
Of all of this, man.
Yeah.
To everything us black people do, you know what I'm saying? How we raise our kids, how we pass down stuff from generation to generation, and I feel like this generation, we're kind of breaking some of those things.
We are, and
we're stepping out of those things that we're being taught, and how we being taught that, food and the stuff we eat, not the stuff we eat, but
how they say it's hereditary when it's not.
It's just the food and the way we eat is hereditary. You know what I'm saying? We're passing down these terrible stuff generation to generation, but yeah. That's what I think it is, man. Just passing down bad stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Bad teachings and grandparents not knowing, and they teaching their kids to.
Yeah, because I can go back, and I don't mind sharing my story, getting real personal with certain stuff. I would never forget this day. My grandma, we was at the doctor. This is like kind of off track in a way, but it's just talking about slavery. Yeah. We was at the doctor office, and the doctor just doing his job, and oh my God, my grandma is the most slavish. I'm sorry, because I understand now, because her mother is the same.
Most older people are.
And I never knew why we always never got along. Like, not got along, but kind of was like, she would tell me something, and I would question her. And that's just like, you can't question anything.
Oh, no.
You are, what's the word?
Disobedient.
Yes. You don't question anything. Something is wrong with you.
That's a you evil, you devil.
Yeah. And I'm like,
devil, you.
We just never got, and my mom used to tell me that all the time. And I didn't know. I'm like, I'm not arguing. I'm just asking questions. But we was at the doctor's office. I'll never forget this day. And this man, we was doing this allergy thing. You can stick it in your arm, whatever. And he was just telling me what he was going to do. And he got done. And my grandma kept saying, you got to tell him, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm like, what? I just looking at her, and my brother was laughing at me because they know I'm not that type of person. I'm not like everyone else. I ask questions and I don't understand. The man was looking like, she don't have to do that. And that was the crazy thing about it. And she was like, you have to say yes, sir, to him, and yes, ma'am. I'm like, huh? And that's when I knew. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I can't come to y'all for nothing. Y'all will not understand me. I see why everyone else is like this. And I was growing up, I used to just question a lot, and I'm like, everyone just like, she is you know, something wrong with her. We got to get her out of here. Like,
different, man.
And I'm like, all this time I thought something was wrong with me, and it's not. Like, I'm trying to break out of this stuff and not know, you know. And it just, what I'm saying, all this stuff just makes sense to me now. It's just slavery and it's just slavery and it just farther than me. Like, I would hate to get so personal, but I guess I'm kind of like, because some stuff is like my life. This is my experience. And I don't want to like paint this picture out as if someone is bad but this is my experience. Like, I used to come to my mama all the time, like trying to talk to her about everything, a lot of stuff that I've been going through, like, because they don't teach us enough about slavery. Like, every single day where I'm from, like, I can walk in this white-owned pharmacy and I get stares and I get asked if I want to do layaway, or they don't have layaway, and deal with teachers and stuff saying I act like, I don't know, certain person. Like, I went through so much, and just to try to find no answers from my mama, she couldn't tell me, because my family are the type of people who just have that slave mentality. Like, they think lighter skin mean better, straight hair mean you're prettier, lighter eyes. It's just sad. Like, it's ridiculous how slavery affected our relationship, just everything. And it's real. My baby in there crying. But I can go on and on about it. But I'm just gonna switch it up and ask this question. Do you think teaching your children about race is important?
Y'all can answer that down. I'm gonna let y'all answer first.
I know.
Go answer that in the comments. You know what I'm saying? In the comment section.
I want to know, like,
then I'm gonna answer. Pause and go comment.
You gonna
right,
take?
Y'all back. You know what I'm saying? You said, is it important?
Yeah.
To teach it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a part of, history. Real history, you know what I'm saying? Of where we come from, you know what I'm saying? And all of the history too, not just starting at a certain part, you know what I'm saying? Not just starting at a certain part. The main reason we named our daughter what we named her is so she'll know, no matter what, anything happened to us that we can't tell her, she'll know.
Yeah.
Like, how did I get my name? You know what I'm saying? And and she'll know it's a connection. You know what I'm saying? To the motherland.
I asked that because, do you think, like, later you think it'll make a difference, like, in a person's life if they know ahead of time, like younger versus when they get older?
Yeah, to help. Yeah, to help. I talk about this all the time, just about having what's it called? I can't think of it.
Like incidents.
Having like a
I wish I knew what you're trying to say.
Representation.
Oh.
I
wouldn't have thought of that.
Having representation is very important. Having someone, like I said, when I was coming up in where I'm from, you know what I'm saying, in Mississippi, there's not a lot of representation of people like me in positions of power. You know what I'm saying? You you start to see people that look like you in positions of power, and you feel like, okay, I have power. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But where I'm from, like I said, every principal we ever had, you know,
And that's why I say,
judges, mayors, sheriffs, just anything, any kind of position of power where that person holds some kind of power, it's never been a person that looks like me. So coming up, my parents, you know, they you know, did the best they could, but just on letting me know that you can do whatever. You can be whatever, you can do whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying? And having just some kind of, you know, representation of, you know, you in those positions would have helped me out a whole lot.
yeah.
Because I just thought those people, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I said sometimes it's like irritate me a little when I hear people that come from cities, like bigger cities or certain towns, and it's just black everything and that, and they be like, why you want to move here and this and that.
Yeah.
What you used to may be a blessing to someone else.
Yeah.
Like, because some people don't experience a lot of things like certain people do, or been through anything really, because they so spoiled and used to being treated a certain way. So if they do get treated a certain way, it's like the end of the world. I'm like, I'm used to this.
Yeah, you know.
Like, that's why I asked that question, like, is race.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Because I had to find out the hard way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm walking in pharmacies, just stores, just local stores, or shopping around, and person asks me, we have a layaway. And I'm like, I didn't know, I understand that, you know, black people, they can't afford anything and stuff like that. And I remember sitting in the parking lot, and the police were called on me, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get out and walk in this place. Like, none of that was told to me. And I'm talking about this because all of this go back to family and slavery. Because I can go to my parents now, and the answer still would be, well, you know, they right and this and that. They couldn't explain it to me because their parents didn't tell them, you know, things.
No, I said it's so amazing to see, like, this generation or our generation, 90s babies, you know what I'm saying? The 90s babies and some 80s babies, you know, breaking these generational curses.
And it's not easy.
Breaking them and going whole different routes, man. You know, like I said, right now, growing up in the church, being family, you know, when you growing up in the church, you know what I'm saying, that's just, your parents didn't explain, well, I can't say parents didn't explain, but I know my parents didn't explain, and majority of people that's like me, parents never explained kind of what Christianity was, and that religion part is kind of like you adopted whatever your parents did, you adopted, you know what I'm saying? And growing up as a Christian, I had questions, you know what I'm saying? I you know, that didn't get answered, you know, and just different beliefs and stuff like that. So me personally, as I got older, I just kind of steered away from, you know, the church. Just a whole lot of incidents, whole lot of them. I can't even count, but the last encounter I had with a preacher, he talked to me, and what happened? I asked him about, he asked me, hey, do you work? And I'm like, nah, not right now. You know, I was going through.
Yeah.
I was going through at the moment. It was years ago. I was going through. And I was like, nah, I don't work. You know what I'm saying? Do you go to school? I'm like, nah, I don't go to school. And that was it.
Started bragging about his child, Started bragging about his child, didn't he?
I can't. I just know that was it.
Yeah, like it wasn't no encouraging words. It was like, nope, I can't do nothing for you.
Yeah, not even.
You're not a
just
member.
Like, just like, you know, there we go again. Like earlier in the video, I say putting people on a pedestal and expecting them to do things that we would do or that we expect. Anytime we do that, we get slapped in the face, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just expected him to be like, hey, I'm gonna pray for you. You know what I'm saying? Pray that you get your situation together. Pray that everything. I don't want nothing from him. I didn't ask him for nothing. He came to me. But I just expected some encouraging words or something like that. But not even just a whole bunch of stuff. But right now, you know, I transitioned, you know, and I'm Muslim now, you know, and I found that, you know, that's the way for me, you know what I'm saying? But as a young kid, you don't get the option to choose your faith.
You just put in.
Yeah, you don't get the option to choose your faith or whatever you want to believe in or whatever you believe to be true. You know what I'm saying? So it just, you know.
I just say do your research and find out what, you know, because
what you believe in and what you know, hey, at the end of the day, we all, it's the same message.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Different messenger, you know.
And I have something else I want to talk about that's very important to me, especially in the Black community. Mental health.
Yeah, that's very
mental
important.
health. Like, I have family members that, you know, mental illness, and it just saddened me that where we come from, if you ask for help or if you act a certain way, you are considered crazy. Like, and it's funny, they laugh, they just, but I feel like when a person do that, they are mental ill. They're
suffering from a mental illness, you know. Anytime you're not sane enough to acknowledge, or when you do acknowledge a person is crying out for help,
your child is mentally ill, and you rather laugh at them.
It's funny.
Your family members, I don't know. I think they have a problem with their self. But I think as a Black community, we should get more help. We should do more research, and
that's why I said mental health is everything.
Yeah. Mental illness,
it's just like going to the doctor and getting, when you know, if you feel like you're sick, you know, we go and we work out, you know, eat better, go on a diet or whatever for our physical health and our, you know, for our body. But what about your mental? You know what I'm saying?
And especially, you know, us, like,
slavery coming from where we come from, and a lot of Black people, you know what I'm saying, we go through a lot, you know what I'm saying, post-traumatic stress, you know, just being in the hood and just looking at the news, man. They put these killings of these Black people, they put it up there, man. Everybody's seen what happened to George Floyd last year. Everybody's seen it. They showing killings on TV of people that look like us. So
that's why I say it's very important. I keep going back to what we previously talked about. That's why I say I asked that question about, is it important to teach your kids about race and stuff, because sometimes when we step out, people don't look at our kids or us as, you know, we are somebody's child, or that's somebody's child.
They don't see us as you know,
and I hate that our parents don't teach us that. Well, some people do, but just speaking, everything I'm saying, I'm speaking from my experience. They don't teach us this, so when we step out, we feel all these emotions at a later age, it creates mental illness, anxiety, depression, and all this stuff. And we don't know what to do with it because we can't go to our parents. you know. And we don't want to just run straight to any place and like, oh, I get some meds and that's it, push you out the way.
That's what a lot of people, that's a fear of a lot of people from where I'm from. We get mental health because mental help for your mental health. When you're doing that, it's a stigma in the black community, in the hood, that you are crazy. But you know what I'm saying?
You're not crazy
about that. You know,
nothing.
but
I take it
then
very.
again, like I said, down here, if you do try to get help at these places like therapy and stuff like that, I just don't know why they, it's the whole, that system is, me personally, I'm not going to therapy. I don't plan on going to therapy. I feel like it's a lot of ways that I deal with my mental health, and
I think it makes it very smoother when you have someone with you, to help you.
We do therapy with each other. Yeah. But sometimes I know.
Oh, and that's when it comes to play of. I'm sorry, I cut you out. When being the same race. And then dealing with stuff like that, like we have to talk about that as well. I had to put that in there. Being a black woman, being a black male, boy, girl, and being able to talk about what you go through every day, that'll ease our mind as well, you know. But
just I recommend therapy, and I would go to therapy if I was in a different place, because it just depends on where you are. They don't see it as therapy. You talk about your problems and prescribe you some medicine,
and out the door you go.
And then you get on,
and at this point, I feel like sometimes it's not the color. Sometimes it's the heart. You as a person. Like if you have, what's the word? Empathy.
Empathy.
Someone that's trying to understand, and someone who just have a caring, loving heart that's just like, I know, or I feel your pain,
Like I said, it's tons of things to do that I do for my mental health, you know what I'm saying? Grounding is perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? Grounding is when you be one with the earth. Take your shoes off, put your feet on the ground, in the grass. Lay there if you can. Meditate. You know what I'm saying? Meditation.
Just feeling that sun. That sun. Oh my God, I tell you. And I think just going through those emotions, instead of just running from those emotions. I know some older people, not saying kids because they are so innocent, they don't know what's going on, but if you older, I feel like just going through those emotions and facing them, no vice, nothing.
And that's the thing, man, we don't do nothing, man. And it's not knocking nobody who's doing anything, who smoke or drink or whatever you do, man. That's you. We still family. We still, you know what I'm saying? Our YouTube family, whatever anybody do, but we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke. I quit smoking cigarettes and Black and Miles.
I remember you thought I was crazy. You were like, you don't drink, you don't do anything. So how do you deal with it? I didn't do anything, but I drank a little. I drank some wine every now and then. But I got to the point to where I had to cut all that off.
But like I said, I quit smoking cigarettes and stuff 6 years ago, and never smoking, other 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And drinking, I was drinking wine right before you got pregnant, so that was
2000.
A year ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna be 2 years
Beginning of
ago.
2002.
The baby wouldn't let me drink. You know what I'm saying? I was on that wine
every time. I didn't like, it was so fun. They were so connected. Like, oh my God, they were so connected when I was pregnant. Like, he felt the symptoms before me. Well, I probably did, but I just didn't pay him no attention. But he was like more on the stronger side, like, of feeling the symptoms. Like, he was throwing up and everything, and I'm just like,
I couldn't drink then, so
I was sleepy, but no, he couldn't drink.
Before that, I stopped drinking any hard liquors and stuff like that, and I wasn't drinking wine. So, with that being said, I haven't drunk alcohol in finna be over 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
And that's something to be proud of.
Yeah. So.
And we do not judge on here.
Nah,
we do not judge.
But I'm saying that to say, when you don't do that, you know, you just feel. You
feel more. It's like you be more in tune too.
Yeah,
like
you feel. You know, anything that you're going through, you know, people tend to, especially our generation, run to, you know, a vice, and then that kind of calms them and just gets them through it, which you're really masking your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Masking your emotions. You know what I'm saying? You don't go through how you really feeling, and I think you got to go through those feelings. You got to feel your emotions. You know what I'm saying? And that makes you stronger.
They're just like the movie Inside Out. I had to throw that in there.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to feel. They were like, they kept wanting to avoid sadness, but you have to have sadness. That's just like being down in order to come up. You got to have both. Like, and when you get through that, it's like you are so powerful. Like, there's nothing a person can say to you. Like, you can keep trying, but no, you cannot touch a person like that.
Because once you feel those emotions, you know how they feel, and you kind of control them then. But a person who masks their emotions with drugs or alcohol, you don't really know how they feel. You don't know how it feels. So if you do go without it and you actually feel it for the first time, having to go through an emotional situation without a vice, ooh, it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
But I wanted to touch on mental health a lot because I don't know. I would say I'm going back down memory lane with family. 16, you know, teenager, especially girls. I was a teenager. I was a girl, and now I have a girl. It is so crazy how you can learn from yourself. Yeah. Like, I feel like that's why God gave me a girl. Yeah. Like, you can learn so much stuff, and you can teach your daughter things. But I was 16. I was going through a lot. Like, I don't know, hormones and so much. My life just shifted. Like, I was just like, you know, I got along with everybody and this and that. But 16, it said, hold on now. That's when I just started questioning things and having breakdowns. And I remember I had my first big breakdown because, should I talk about it? Living with my mother at the time, I was in school. I was going through so much, like hormones and stuff. And black mothers, most, not all, but just certain, you know, women, I don't know what it is with the black mothers and daughters, like when this happened, when they just really going through, we going through a phase in our life. I don't know. Mm-hmm. When trying to talk to a black mother and tell them your feelings, and it's like they really can't hear you. They be like, oh, cuss you out, get out of my face. But I think I remember having a big breakdown. I'm like, I'm tired of this. This is bothering me. I'm tired of certain people around that's bothering me. I don't know what it is, but I remember breaking down that day, and the police was called on me, and that's why I bring up mental health. Mm-hmm. But really, I was just telling her how I feel.
Yeah, and you probably didn't know how you felt.
like I didn't know how to explain my feelings, but I was screaming and yelling. Of course, when you younger, you don't know how to express, you don't know how to control your thoughts and your feelings, but you just know, I feel like this. I've been telling you this for the longest. The only way you're gonna hear me if I scream. And I remember screaming in her face and this and that, but I would never touch my mother. Like, I had that much common sense. That's not me. Even though everyone painted me out to be this, I was gonna be this, I was gonna be that, but I was never that person, and that's probably why people hated our bond when it was the way it was. But I remember doing it, the police was called on me, and my life, our bond haven't been the same ever since. I don't know if it's competition, like I don't know if it's how she was raised, like, and then I'm like, I don't know if, you know, certain people living in the South, they like, you know how certain women are when they have dudes, they like, well, he's looking at my daughter, not me. I don't know, but I just remember that day the police was called, her boyfriend was laughing, and I think he called, or she probably called my auntie, and she called, I don't know. But it was just crazy. And as I went back, I looked back today, I came around because I don't come around like that, because I'm going to put it out there. It is what it is, because I'm always painted out as a bad person. My brothers, like, I never witnessed this, like, cussed her out bad. And I'm like, screaming, yelling in your face, hit you, nothing happened.
Yeah. That's you know.
Nothing happened.
That's right.
So that's why I bring up mental health. That's why I brought up that topic, because as a black girl, being young, don't know how to communicate my feelings, don't know how to, because I didn't get that help. You know, I didn't get, okay, you going through this, you going through that. But instead of that, I was looked at as, you grown. I don't know why it be like that in certain families. Like, they look at black young girls, that's why I said that's slavery as well. They look at their kids, their daughters, as, it's like, you're grown. Like, take care of yourself, do this.
Take care of my kids.
Yes, I raised my brothers.
Kids, you know, they have.
I see this now to this day on playgrounds. Like, why the oldest sibling? Not like that. I get you siblings, you watch them and stuff, but why we are built. We are raised like this. We have to take care of our siblings when we supposed to be playing. We are kids ourselves, but it's like that. That's why sometimes with the dogs, I be like, I don't want to give my baby a dog, because it's like, yeah, get ready to grow up, take care of a kid.
But that's why I say that's sad, man. You know, it's sad, you know. But like I said, I look at it as, man, you know, you are aware of it, and the cycle stops. You know, that cycle stops with you. You know, you have a daughter now, and you know, it stops. That's why
I don't talk about my person. I ain't trying to make nobody out to be a, you know, but it is what it is, and this is what I've been dealing with.
That's your truth, man. That's your truth.
Ever since I living, you know, and it's sad, you know, that it's sad that black daughters can't call on their mom. I'm not saying everyone, but certain, you know, people, they can call on their mom for help. Like, they can't be at home when certain people are there, because it's competition. I don't want to see my daughter doing better than me. I don't want to take care of her. I just want her to get on and do whatever she needs to do with her life. And long as I got my son, you know, that's it. And it's just sad. That's why I said, I keep going back to it, because I'm like, how can they not know?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Years after years after years.
I said that too. Like, how am I younger? And like I said, you 20, And you know, we've had discussions before, and you 20 what? 7 now, but 25, and realizing this stuff. You know, like, you know, that's why I said I don't know what it is, but it's a blessing that we realize it and acknowledging what's going on. You know, because like, why wouldn't you want your child to be the best they can be? Why wouldn't you want your child to be
in the nicest car? They won't be on the side of the road,
like,
sleeping somewhere, and that too, like,
and people will go, man, you know, and people will go years without talking to their kid
and not knowing
like
how they living, or
like, how in the world do you sleep at night? Like, I look at my daughter and I couldn't sleep at night if I haven't heard from her in a day, but years. And then they'll say,
well, you should call me.
Man, come on now.
I'm the child. Like, what is wrong? That's how I know it's
That's some petty. That's some petty shit.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
That's selfish.
That's
selfish.
That's petty. That's petty.
Yeah.
It's selfish, but that's petty. Like, you call me first. Like, I would think if my daughter didn't call me, I'm gonna call her. I don't care about my pride. I'm putting my pride to the side. If I do feel like she don't call me, I don't care if she don't like me. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna get in contact with her.
I don't care like how long it takes. I would show up every single day, because I don't know why in some people's minds they think, okay, I had her, I had the baby, that's it. You grow up, you do. Yeah. No, that's your baby forever. Yeah. Like, I look at my daughter, I'm like, I can only imagine she get older. Like, I'm gonna love her even more. I'm gonna come to, like, okay.
I'm telling you know,
whatever.
That's why I said it's confusing. It's confusing, you know. That's what it is. They think, you know, and it's a blessing we got raised enough to eat,
survive, and have
clothes, you know, and
but the love.
You know, I've been homeless before. Me and my family, we've been homeless before, but there's a whole lot of stuff. But yeah, man,
I think I've always been straight.
Basics, just the basics. But at the same time, us in the black community, we got to realize that it's not just about the bare minimum, doing the bare minimum for your kids. It's about making sure when they get older, they don't go through the same stuff you went through.
It is sometimes.
If you ain't trying to do right by them and make sure they don't struggle, you got to get it right sometime. You got to get it right sometime. If you know when this baby wasn't born, you didn't have everything together, your whole stuff's supposed to be raising this child, making sure they feed and got a house over their head, but also planning for their future. You see what I'm saying? Even if they get grown like how we are now, and you see them not having it together, you still supposed to be, man, I gotta get y'all straight. Like, I'm good, you know, and that's why I think like it's crazy, because ever since my baby been born, I don't think about myself.
I don't either.
I don't have a selfish.
That's why I get on here
body.
Looking like
I don't care about me at all, and I know I should, because I gotta, but I think about her. Everything that I do, any business venture, any way to get money, any way to build myself to where I can provide for her and make sure her lifestyle and her upbringing is way better than mine. You know, it's not about me. You know, it's I just don't understand how some people do it, man.
Dad and mother, like, I feel like black dads, like, as they typically say, there's something too to talk about. Like, why is it like that? Like, if a dad was really a black father, was really in a daughter's life, it would make a big difference. Like, but I'm just starting to think, like, you talking about, as you mentioned, I would do a lot for my daughter and this and that, especially if you experience. I don't even think some parents experience what the child have experienced. Like, I feel like they've been spoiled their entire life, like, to where
they don't even think people struggle.
No.
because they've got handouts. Life and
yeah.
And you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's family, man.
And it's crazy. I used to think, and it still can be that way, because I'm gonna be proof to my daughter, like, family is important, but she's gonna know, like, at the same time, family, just family, you know. If it's not mommy and daddy,
we related, we can.
Yes, you know, but people don't have the same heart as you. They don't look at you as you just a stranger.
Yeah, you know, it's sad. But like I said, some family, how I feel about family is we're all going through human experiences, to where, you know, we energy, man, you know, and some of us vibrate on a higher frequency than others. You know what I'm saying? You know, I feel like I'm at a certain frequency to where I can't bring everybody with me. You see what I'm saying? I can't bring everybody with me. I'm on this journey by myself, and I'm here. You know, my thought process, my thinking, my analyzing life, doing everything is right here. And some of my family is right here. Their way of thinking, their way of everything. You know what I'm saying? And the only way I can communicate with you every day, talk to you every day, and do all the things that we used to do every day is if I lower my frequency and get to where you are. That's the only way. But there's one more. If I'm right here, you gotta get here too.
Meet me.
You know, you gotta get there too. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, some people ain't gonna go with you. You know, sometimes some people you gotta let go. You know what I'm saying? It may hurt, you know what I'm saying, no matter who they is.
No,
you know
type mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, grandma.
Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people,
it's love, but it's like, I can't keep getting drained. Like, no, I can't go back down. And I think that's why some people, that's another thing. That's why some mothers and daughters, brothers, whatever, still get to live with their parents, or still get to have that bond, because they both,
they're on the same
they
frequency.
still right there. But if you right here and you up here, it's like, no, you gotta go. Like we can't be around each other.
Some people out there, you know what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you've been if you don't know, if you, like I said, we've tried it before, to be around people knowing we ain't supposed to been around, but just trying because it's family. Let's come on, let's go, let's do it, let's go. And then you get around them and the energy is so off. You know what I'm saying? The energy is off, man, to where it's like you feel weird, man. It's like you don't talk about what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, then it's like I said, it's some family member where you see potential in them. You see that
they trying, they want to come up out of generation curse and everything else. Just want to grow and just you know, be a butterfly. But I had to touch on that, like the mental health and just
mental health is important.
I had to share my somewhat experience in there. I'm not embarrassed. It's my life.
Family right here, though, man. How YouTube.
I have to open up with you guys. You can get like my demeanor and everything. Like that's part of my background. That's my story.
Yeah, man. You know.
But like I said, everything I'm saying applies to my life. If this is for you, it's for you. If it's not, just keep scrolling.
It's gonna be it's people out there who experiencing the same stuff. That's why I say, you know, they say black people aren't a monolith, but I feel like we all the same, man. You know, I feel like we all going through the same experiences, you know what I'm saying? Especially black people. Like, it's like we grew up in the same household, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
And we're here to tell you, we are a living proof that you can get out of that. Like,
yeah, you can get
it's
through anything.
hard. It is so hard, but you can't keep ignoring those signs and your mind and your thoughts. Like, you have to, like, that's just like, you know how you have an opinion and you like, well, this person's saying this, I don't want to make no one feel uncomfortable, but you have to, like, that's how you feel, say it. Like, you can't just keep it on lock, you know.
Get it out, man. You know, like I said, man, yeah, and I've been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? I've been, what they call it, the black sheep of the family, you know what I'm saying?
What's the definition? Like, how could you define it? Like,
just somebody that, well, for me, you know what I'm saying? For me, yeah, I was, I guess, the outcast. I'm
because I hear black sheep all the time.
I guess the outcast, or the person who don't fit in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else white. Everybody else going one way, I'm going the other one. You know, but I was forced to be that. But now I, you know, acknowledge it and accept it. You know what I'm saying? I take it. You know what I'm saying? My cousins have gotten told, don't be around him. Don't go around him. You know, he fighting, and you know what I'm saying, he drink, he smoke, and do this. Don't be around him. You know what I'm saying? And you know, now I look at the whole family. I'm probably the only one in the family who don't smoke or drink right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's how it be. Like, I think I remember hearing my family like, "Well, she gonna get pregnant first, and this and that, and be on drugs." I'm looking at their kids. I'm like, okay, if you want to do that, you want to point fingers and judge. It seems like I may not have my life figured out, but
it's crazy. Man.
Okay.
You know? But if you're going through that, man, and you so-called black sheep, you know, whatever, man, just embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Just know it's something different with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, God got you on a different path. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else.
I have to throw this in here too, because I was thinking about this don't have nothing to do. It's still under the title family, but I had to throw this in here. Why do our people, or I would just say us experiencing this, our family, think we can't do anything?
Yeah, man.
Like,
that's yeah.
Not anything.
Yeah.
But if it's another race, they can do it better.
Or another person.
Or another person.
It ain't gotta be that.
I say that strongly because in my family, they believe the lighter the skin. I hate to keep saying this, but this is how they think. The colorism is crazy in my family. Like, the lighter the skin is, it's like they know what they doing. I'm saying, like, you pretty, like, you know how to do this, you know how to do that. But when I do it, like, my family be like, oh my, I didn't know you know how to do that. In order for them to know or like anything that I do, then they have to agree with it. Yeah. It's crazy. The other person in the family have to agree with it, or another race have to agree with it.
It's crazy.
But I had to mention that in there because this happens so much to me. And
that's
I'm like, you know, you can learn stuff, right?
That's because that's
slavery.
That's because they see you. Most family members, they see you in a certain light, and I don't think they know about evolution and evolving, you know, and changing for the better, and changing and learning. I was around my granddad recently, and you know, I've worked at my job doing electricity, man, for years. And I hadn't talked to him in a while, you know what I'm saying? And he have this idea of me when I was a kid. He see me as this kid, you know what I'm saying, who, you know, he'd been around all his life, and in his mind, I can't know these things. So he had some electrical problems. I told him, I said, I can fix that for you, you know, for free. You know what I'm saying? I can fix it for you, help you out. So you ain't got to call no electrician or nobody like that. You know, and it was something that I always worked on at work. So I'm like, and he like, oh, you don't know about that. You don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about that right there. I'm gonna call somebody. And I'm like, oh man, you know, and I can't blame him because, you know, that's just his mindset. You know, some of our family, and that's just like supporting people, family supporting you and stuff that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like
business,
we have
CMR Beauty and Cosmetics. Mostly our support always come from like strangers.
Yeah, it is.
Like unless if it comes from family, they see the views, they see the shares, and they be like, "Oh, we will support you. We can." Okay.
But, you know, most of our support has come from people we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Off Instagram,
Twitter,
and everything. You know, they've DM'd us, and you know we've got plenty of orders for our line, and man, and people are like crazy. But you know, I can't say family don't support. You know what I'm saying? You can't make them, but they don't. They have this vision of you in their head of what you should be and what you should be doing and what you should know. And it's like, yeah, they don't want that to change, you know, so it's like, I'm not going to support it.
No.
But once people that's what a lot of people fail to realize, like, you got to believe in yourself. Mm-hmm. You can't wait for your family to believe in you. You can't wait for nobody else to believe in you.
I didn't believe that.
You got to believe in yourself. That's why, you know, we came up with this cosmetic line, man, and running with it, man, and it's growing, man. You know,
we're gonna keep doing it. Make sure y'all go check it out. Shop with us, CMR Beauty and Cosmetics.
Go get you some.
We'll link it in the description box down below.
Yeah, man. That's where most of our support comes from, man. But like I said, that's how it is, family. They see you as. And that's why some people don't understand. They be like, man, why ain't getting, no matter what you do, if you're a rapper or whatever, you know what I'm saying, your family not going to support. The people who know you are not going to support you.
But they're going to be there when the money comes out.
I can't say some people.
Some people, though. Some. So
If you
talking about the people that you want to support you and should be sharing, you know, I would say for me, it's more of that.
Yeah, but they will support you. It's just certain people, you know what I'm saying? Certain people, man. If you're an open book, you know what I'm saying, they'll support you. You know what I'm saying? We share a lot with our YouTube family.
Yeah, with you guys. That's why we on here. That's why I want y'all to interact with us more, because we are getting real personal on here for y'all.
We share a lot on here, man.
We share a lot on here. I'm telling y'all. We share
our whole life on here.
Our whole life is on this channel.
We don't share
much on
personal stuff on other platforms.
Because
yeah. But yeah, that's the way it is, man. But yeah, man.
I think that's it for me. I bet you as soon you think this was kind of all over the place.
It was all over the place. But I think y'all enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying?
I just, once I finally get comfortable, I just started talking about everything. Like, I have a whole list wrote out of what I want to talk about, but then you get in these topics and it just go to here to there, because you have your experiences, then you have your opinions, and then it just like it started being all over the place. But I know y'all would love it because we talking. It's more intimate. We talking to y'all, 101.
Y'all, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I guess.
But y'all, let's interact more. Give us some topics that you want to talk about. I think this one was just really about family history kind of / background from where we come from and how our family is, and
hit on mental health a little bit.
Mental health,
how that's important,
and how slavery play a role in family. You know,
how our families are. Yeah, man. Meditate, y'all. If you don't know how, man, just look it up. Just if you 5-10 minutes of meditation, man. You know, your mind and your brain is working constantly. It never takes a break. You know, some people say when you sleep, it takes a break. No, it don't. You're dreaming. You know, your mind going is wondering, you know, why you sleep. So meditation kind of give you a reset, you know what I'm saying? Kind of, you know, give your brain a break for a second. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's 5 or 10 minutes. Get somewhere quiet, dark. Close your eyes, man, and you know, thoughts gonna come in. It's gonna come in, but kind of just push them off. You know what I'm saying? Push them off. You know, the more you do it, the better you're gonna get at it. You know.
And this gonna get a little better. We gotta get our setup together and all this stuff. But here to say in every video, I know y'all tired of hearing it. If you watch it to the end, I hope y'all watch the full video. We are parents, and the time that we don't have, if we in there, you know, taking care of her, this is our time in here. So it's that's why it's kind of rushed a little, but we got to get our setup better, and
we're gonna get it set up, you know what I'm saying.
But this is how it's looking for now. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. We have to talk more about. Just get more personal about our life in another episode. Financial
updates on what we're going through, and you know how life is.
Because we are not perfect, and we are not trying to paint this picture. But I think in the next episode we're gonna talk. We're gonna spice it up a little. We're gonna talk about some personal relationship stuff.
But yeah, I'm hit on that, man. It's not perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? Never portray to be perfect. Don't want to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? This is life, man. Nobody got it figured out. Nobody got it figured out. You know what I'm saying? We all just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, man, if you're going through something, man, keep your head up, man. Keep going. Keep striving. Every day is a blessing when you wake up. You know what I'm saying? You get another full day to work towards. Yeah, and work towards whatever you going through, whatever you got in your mind, a goal to set, man. Go towards it. You know what I'm saying?
Keep going.
Yeah, man.
Keep going, cause ain't nobody gonna tell you. Just know, keep going, cause there's somebody out there that needs to meet you. There's somebody out there that needs to hear you. Like, I tell Chris this every single day. Like, he is so vocal. Like, his experience, like, we are together, but we still go through our stuff separately. That's what people forget when they get in relationships. Like, but y'all become whole, you know, by getting through those things together. But we have our separate experiences, and what makes us a whole, we just get through it together. We talk about it, and we keep going. But there's somebody out there that needs to hear you, see you. Like, you are important. I'm just letting you know that, and keep going. Keep going.
Like I said, I got a testimony, man. I got a testimony, you know what I'm saying, that I'm going to speak on, man, in one day. And, you know, I'm just waiting, you know what I'm saying. But I'm going to speak on it real soon. It's going to be soon. You
and
know?
I have to, you need to speak on it. Like, he really do, y'all. Like, and him opening up on here makes me proud, because he be talking my ears off, and I'm like, just turn on the camera, like, and I'm gonna start doing it and just putting clips in here or something. Like, he talked my head off. Like, I do it to him too sometimes. We be having a full conversation, and I'm like, let's write it down, let's get on here, you know.
Like I said, man, I got a testimony, man. I had
it's
testimony.
very,
and if you know, when I tell my testimony, you know, and everybody go through different stuff, you know, it's just different levels, but just I've been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? Been down, you know what I'm saying? And if I can be here right now, smiling and, you know what I'm saying, doing all this.
You can as well.
Keep going, man.
Keep going.
You know?
And I'm here to say, don't feel embarrassed, because I used to be like that. That's why I want to do YouTube too, not just to document my life and share with my daughter when she see this, but just to share with people that you're not alone, and don't be embarrassed, because we are human. We all go through stuff. Some people don't talk about it. Some people hide, or some people laugh at others, but we all going through something, whether it's small, big, or whatever, but we all going through something. So don't feel embarrassed. Tell your story. Somebody need to hear it. It'll help someone. And that's what we are doing here. That's one of the reasons why we want to get on here and do this podcast, because it always been hard for me. I'm a private person, like, and then I used to be the type of person, if I go through something, I like to sit. Like, I want to be distant from everyone. I want to get through it. I want to move on. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be in the back of your head, just reminding you that you need to vent. You need to vent. You need to talk about it. You need to get through it and let it go. Like, yeah. So I think that's it. I think we done talked your head off long enough. But if you made it to this video, y'all, please comment down below what would you like to see us talk about in the next video, or in a later on video. Talk about your personal experience with family. What's the other topic? Slavery, how it affected your family, or anything you go through daily at your job, when you step outside. Mental health. All that good stuff.
But yeah, comment, man. If you knew and you just came up on this video, man, subscribe. Man. Comment.
We trying to get this podcast.
You know what I'm saying? Just support, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got touched by something, man, share it, you know what I'm saying, on whatever.
This is a judgment.
Platform, you know what I'm saying?
Free zone. We don't judge over here. As you can tell, I'm pretty sure someone gonna be judging us, but oh well. It is what it is.
That's what I realized. That's something too, you know what I'm saying, for people who somebody thought about you, that's their thoughts. Ain't got nothing to do with you. That's how they feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, their perception of their self.
You know what I'm saying? When people talk about you, that's them. You know what I'm saying? Their opinion of you, that's their opinion. You know, leave them alone.
But we're gonna try to get this video up soon.
Yeah, we're gonna get it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look over the backdrop. We just put this stuff up here.
Yeah, what it is.
It is what it is.
Hope you got the message.
Yes, that's more important.
Hope you got the message. You dig what I'm saying?
But we're gonna end it right here.
Man. We about it.
See you in another video. Bye.